Very important few knowledge bits are revealed in this 53rd Sarga of Leelopakhyanam, third Utpatthi Prakaranam of this glorious Shastra, Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, to study which we are so lucky and blessed. Let us see some of them. Wonderful it is, friends. May, in our own interest, at least such important points, we can make a note of it for our own sake, so that when time permits, we can do deep contemplation on them and grasp the things set. Such knowledge bits indicate to us one side the ultimate goal, second side what is the thing that's happening in the subtle world. Therefore, what is the position of this world and how we have to value it. In what way valued, we are lost in it. In what way understood and valued or devalued, we come out of that getting lost status. This is how these knowledge bits are so much powerful, so beautiful, rarely revealed and vividly revealed in this Shastra. Rarely revealed otherwise, but in this Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, freely, abundantly, luxuriously, unhesitatingly, uncompromisingly, our Paramaguru, Sri Vasishtha Bhagavan is revealing. That's because the audience is, Shrota is, the Shishya is, the Bhakta is, the Jignasu is none other than Bhagavan Sri Rama himself, and also hundreds and thousands of high level of saints and sages and Siddha Purushas and yogis from the Akasha, from the Bhumandala, all corners, including Dhaumyas, the Vyasas, sorry, not Dhaumya, the Vyasas, the Naradas, the Vamadevas, the Vishwamitras, all of them are assembled there. Great congregation, wonderful discussion. We don't know what punyam in which life we have done, that we are able to touch the Shastra, not only touch, we are able to chant the mantra, not only chant, we with all our childishness, innocence, ignorance, no doubt, are even trying to understand it and enjoying that inability to understand like a child. And all these sages, saints, including Bhagavan Rama, must be looking at us and laughing also. Are Budhu, you cannot understand even Tattvabodha. Where are you studying this Yoga Vasishtha? Again, they say, Chal khelte raha. We also play with all that asha that one day we become pure enough, qualified enough to grasp all these subtler things. Because this knowledge alone helps us, because the ignorance alone is binding us. Spend 3-4 minutes in Mangalacharana Shloka like every day, then continue studying from the mantra 24 onwards, which we have to start. Even we have done up to 27, but we'll see once more. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः श्रुतिस्मृति ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकन्नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वसिष्ठादृशिभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ॐ यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति शेखरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं लीलोपाख्याने लीला उपाख्याने संस्कृति विदित वेद्य वर्णनन्नाम 53 सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच श्रीदेवी उवाच। Right, we are into that beautiful deep discussion. Is Leela's Prashna to Mother Saraswati, that this Leela knows that she has come from there to here. But Raja Padma, how he recognized her, accepted her. Leela ko. So too, all other people that are assembled there, how did they see that Raja and how did they see that Leela? And a question. Why this is asked by Saraswati Leela? Because she has seen that when Raja Padma left the body, again how he lived that Vidurata Raja Jivana for 70 years time. Though it in the from that this Brahmanda standpoint, it is only yesterday one day. है ना? So the first direct answer is what? There were no problems as well in recognizing each one. Everything was absolutely free, normal. For Leela, he is her husband, and to Raja Padma, she is his wife. There is no doubt. For all the Mritya servants, he is Raja and she is Maharani Ragni Pattamahishi. For Raja also, her also, all of them are his Vrityas, Sevakas, Mitras, etc. Everything was normal. That is the answer. The question is how it happened. It's a very, very powerful, deep thought. If we can break through that deep understanding, which is so tough, then our intellect rises to a different level altogether. From that standpoint, our looking at the world and our life and the things that are happening here would be of totally different, which you can't share with others, others can't understand. So the one reason is Satya Sankalpa of me and you, Saraswati Mata and Leela. That means what? The Devatas and then the Maha Yogis, Siddha Purushas, Jnanis, when they do the Sankalpa, depending on their Tapo Shakti, that Sankalpa becomes Satya to some level. Okay? They won't do the Sankalpa beyond their limit control also. They also have the knowledge of their limitation. Of that only they do Sankalpa. That is one thing. They have Sankalpa Shakti, Satya Sankalpa, yet it is limited, it is applied wherever it is required. They won't do everywhere. Like a very totally devoted, dedicated disciple has come. तो इनका गांठ खुल जाए ऐसे that guru will use his tapas shakti as satya sankalp. Then that disciple gets it opened, his intellect. Then all the higher truths are so obvious revealed to him. Then why can't he do to others? One is others are not qualified. Second is his sankalpa shakti is only to that level. Total satya sankalpata is there only to Ishvara. By the way, keep it in mind. But the satya sankalpa shakti of these two is one answer. Second is what? That Chidakasha, has done the spurana that everyone's mind should be so cohesively accepting each other without any doubts. That's how the Chidakasha Spurana has happened. That Chidakasha Spurana ensured that oneness of all of them. Oneness in the sense, the normalcy of the knowing of each other, relating to each other without any confusion. Right? Third one is what? The Brahma Tattva itself vivartita because of each individual's karma and the karma phala which he has to go through. Everything is mithya, everything is kalpita. And kalpita mithya के लिए भी अधिष्ठान होना है. Adhisthana is Brahman. Did Brahman change? No. So without itself changing, appearing to be something else is called vivarta. Without an iota touching on it, but still appearing. So the Brahma Vivartata is the one because of which that appeared. Why? Because they have to still go through their mutual prarabdhas, karma phalas. Fourth one is very powerful. कि it is Ishwara's niyati. That ये ऐसा ही होना है. That it has to be like that only. Ishwarani. That who understands, who have totally transcended the identity of each individualities and reached to that Ishvara Sthiti, he will say it. That even though every individual is thinking that he is doing everything, even though the Shastras say that each individual gets his karma phala and all, still there is a niyati behind. है ना? Ishvara niyati. And again that Ishvara niyati is not such that he is erratic. Again, in him also there is calculation which will come in after 3 or 4 shlokas, where he takes every jiva into account and their evolution. According to that, ऐसा होना है, he says. है ना? देखो, sometimes some bus accidents happen. All die, only the driver is safe. Hurry! Like that plane crash. Everybody died, one fellow jumped and he is alive. Still that is misery. Exactly 2 days back, 1 year हो गया वो. June 7 last year, I think. Whatever. In another case, Accident happens, only the driver will die, everybody is alive. Isn't it? Niyati hai wo. That's how it has to be. And others did not die. Only that is the thing. But still, they have their own individual प्रारब्धास. किसी का हाथ टूटा, किसी का पैर टूटा, है ना, किसी को खरोच आया, all of that. And the unseen, unknown things never uh, accounted or seen by us as human beings is that during that accident, how many small little insects have died, how many other animals have died, how many of the plants have died, वो सब भी ईश्वर के दृष्टि में होता है ना? Like when floods happen, earthquake happen, we only talk about casualties of human. But how many cats and cattle and animals they have died? फॉरेस्ट फायर होता है और इतने पेड़ जल गए वी अकाउंट how many lakhs of animals also died in that, like we humans are night sleeping, suddenly earthquake, अपने घरों में ही ऐसे लोग बेचारे मर जाते हैं. So do such forest fires, anything happen, those animals in their own places, they also die. Niyati. And the death, as you and I talk, is transcended by the people who have studied the Shastras. They won't talk it as death. They say only that Jiva finished his quota of prarabdha in this Sharira, is going to other Sharira. That's it. There's no death. Like if my father died. It's not a death. That Jiva finished his quota in this Sharira. Now he'll have to continue his journey. Understood? So wise people don't talk in the language of Mrityu at all. वो कोई आके कहते हैं महाराज जी स्वामी जी वो ना इतना बढ़िया वो सेवा करता था वो सडनली मर गयो. You will not even take it seriously. He says his work is over here, somewhere else he'll have to go. That's it. What is there special about it? He has come only to go. Only one thing certain in this world is everybody will go. Continue. In that way, that Jiva, till he realizes his essential self, the play goes on going on. Like from the pavilion, you have come onto the ground. Till you go onto the pavilion, you go on playing in that ground. एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मजाल चलते रहते हो. And your positions also change, isn't it? You'll become bowler, you become fielder, you become keeper. As a fielder also, you'll be placed in different places. Mhm. Four things we have discussed because of which everything there normal. In the same way, in your and our case, when things are happening normally without being noticed and questioned by us, that means all the four things are acting. Like you invited somebody or you went to somebody's house, so casually you talk and enjoy staying there for a day or two and come back. This is what only we know, but behind that to happen, for this to happen, these four reasons are there. The Satya Sankalpata of some of the Devata Guru whom we have prayed to, their blessings. Then the Chidakasha has to do its what do you call Spandana for this Ekata. Then the Brahma Vivartata, as well as in the Brahma Vivarta only each individuals and mutual whatever the Sukha Dukkha that has to go on. Then the Niyati, the Ishvara Niyati. That's how the things are happening. Whether two inimical countries come together for temporary nature or two very friendly countries become inimical. It's all niyati. है ना? It's so funny in this world that happens. है ना? And superficially we see, we get confused. But a wise person tuned to the reality or higher wisdom, higher knowledge, the rishis, they get the right solution at that time. In fact, they are not the ones who are even solving. Through them again, these four are working. अगर राम मंदिर बना है तो इट्स अ नियति, इट इज everybody's संकल्प, it is ईश्वर इच्छा. Not somebody has done all. Each individual is the his contribution is there, but not the whole thing. So many unknown factors also are there, including that first person who has seen the temple destroyed. उसका प्रार्थना संकल्प से लेकर till the last person who is involved, everybody's togetherness is there. That's how the whole universe is going on. ये सब बातें समझने से ना एक We are not so an important individual that everything is in our hands. That egolessness comes. Second is what? In this world of these happenings, kitna bhi karo, there is not there is no infinitude there. There is no certainty. Therefore, better go to that infinite certain thing called as चिदाकाश और ब्रह्म स्थिति. वो उसके लिए हमारा जिज्ञासा बढ़ेगा. That is why we have to study all of them. है ना? जैसे मैंने कहा मुझे कुछ बनना है या कर, अरे भाई इसमें 100 चीजें इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, है ना? इफ ऑल ऑफ दैट इज अनुकूल इट विल हैपन, येट इट वोंट हैपन कंटिन्यूअसली, है ना? लाइक मुझे मार्केट जाके आना है, it is my thought, but my health should permit, people at home should permit, and the road should be okay, shop should be open, it should not heavily rain, there should be no accident shop, and the people in the shop should be welcoming me there. What I want, for which I went, that object should be there, and it should be reasonable priced and good quality. How many things that are there, isn't it? Therefore, a wise person knowing all this kitchwich, he says, first let me realize the Adhisthana Brahma hooked onto that in this funny, reasonless, meaningless, chaotic world. Let me play the role given to me to the extent of my efficiency. This is how it is. Hope some things are opening up by God's grace. Now, this answer given. Continuing in this way, there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions are there which are certainly answered. We'll go to the next one. How this, okay, how this Raja and how all of them are normally related to each other, we saw that. Iyam sahaja bharya, mamayam sahaja sakhi, mamayam sahaja ragni, भृत्योयम सहजो mama. So, iyam me sahaja bharya, for that Raja Padma, she is my wife, this Leela, no doubt. Mama iyam sahaja sakhi. Then some friend of this Rani, Leela, for her she is sakhi only. Meri sakhi wahan hai. Mama iyam sahaja ragni. Then for all the prajas, she is our Rani. So to Bhrutyoyam Sahajo Mama. And to the Raja, these are my Bhrityas. Naturally, they think him to be their Swami. So the Swami and Bhrutya, Raja and Rani, Pati and the Patni, then Sakhi and Sakhi, all those were normally accepted. Ye mera hai. Then all that which has happened as a Viduratha, Kevalam Tvam, you, Aham, me, Sacha, that the third Leela, Yatha Vrutham Akanditam Maha. We three being in a blessed state because of lots of upasanas done. मैं तो डायरेक्ट प्रज्ञप्ति स्वरूपिणी हूँ सरस्वती माता, but other you both leelas, because of your worshipping me from many lives, in many lives, in a beautiful manner, you are given some special powers to visualize it. That's how we three know it. Now we explained yesterday all that among these 140 crore of Indians, there are some 15-20 yogis, siddha purushas, sadhus who can see some other people's past to some extent only. Not again everything. 5 जन्म तक मैं बता सकता हूँ, उससे पहले I don't know. Because his tapashakti reaches only up to that level. कोई 10 जन्म तक बताएंगे, कोई कुछ लोगों का बताएंगे, not of everyone. These are all shaktis also depending on, है ना, whom to reveal and all. फिर से ईश्वर ही पीछे बैठकर वो सब डिसाइड करते हैं. For the time being, here we three know all the other vruttanta that happened. None of them know. They think this is what is normal. No, the background point bhulna mat. Even what's happening here in Padma's kingdom itself is mithya from the Brahmana Vaashishtha standpoint. Understood? Brahmana Vaashishtha who left Jiva, who left Sharira, in his own that room's Akasha, out of Chitta Vritti, he has projected entire Brahmanda and all the things in it of this Raja Padma story, everything. That and that Brahmana also must be from somewhere else, somewhere else. Therefore, only in that avidya and chitta kalpana, where desha and kala also are kalpita, all jiva bhavas, upadhis are kalpita, everything is appearingly happening. Like in one TV screen only, you will see 25 programs in a day. And in one program also, there are subsequent again things, so many they are happening. And here there in that movie there is a dream. For the dreamer, they again a dream. How many that are there? On one substratum, how many things that we are projected? Multiple, isn't it? Simultaneously. एक के अंदर एक के अंदर एक के अंदर एक. In the same way. That's why आप सबको घबराने वाला एक स्टेटमेंट क्या है कि इन दिस वेरी वर्ल्ड एवरीथिंग स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण सब उस अधिष्ठान में ही यही है वो. ऑल द लोकास आर हियर देयर ओनली घूम रहे, not anywhere else, because all are in pure consciousness only projected. Once it is projected, here, where, there, and all of that are so funny. That's why we saw, though that Leela ka description diya, along with Kumari, so much of traveling she has done. Yet, in the beginning, towards the end, it is said that all the traveling is happening in her chitta only. Bola na? In the Chitta Kalpita Aneka Brahmanda, she is crossing to go to that Stula Brahmanda to be the wife of her husband. That is why her choice. Her choice always, any choice is out of ignorance only. If the person is wise, he will choose first to let me be a self-realized Brahman. First, let me realize Brahman. If somebody has not chosen that, then he has chosen out of ignorance to be a jiva, to be a deha, to be in this or that loka, to be this or that person. And in that hundred of combinations are there, I cannot explain. Like for example, she wanted to be with Raja. Now Raja being in that place, she'll have to go to that place. Then she'll accept it. So too, we want to go to a place. है ना, we don't know which people are there in that place. Our attention is to go to a place. जैसे आप सर्दियों गर्मियों में ठंडी जगह घूमने को गए आप, तो your aim is only to go to that place ना. But there when you stay in a hotel, who are the managers, who are the waiters, who are the other people, you don't know. But because your vancha is the sthala, that people also you have to relate to. We don't know about the people. And in that also there will be some mutual, subtle, inexplicable prarabdha. Known to us is only we are going to that place. यहाँ तो राजा को मिलने गई वो, उसके अनुभव वही था. But along with Raja, all other also she'll have to be related, about whom she is not aware, but there is some mutual prarabdha. And then see Ishvara's toughness, difficulty, that all these permutation combination सोचकर उनको सृष्टि बनाना है, जीवों को एक दूसरे के सामने लाना है, साथ में लाना है. And that how tough it is. That's why kahana karmano gati. That these two people are there, let us say, wife and husband or any other relation, let's say. No, इनका इधर खत्म भी होना है to be together, and one of them have to go and start their journey somewhere. Perfect time में वो होना जो है, वो ईश्वर alone can think about. Mhm. So this is how the worlds, the chittas, all of them are functioning. That's the all. And all said and done, it's only mithya. Brahman alone is real. Though it's mithya, when we are there at that level, those rules, regulations, duties, we have to follow. वहाँ और smart मत बनना. Don't misuse your spiritual knowledge that everything is Brahman, other than Brahman, everything is mithya. Therefore, I don't do this, I don't do that. That nonsense, let's not do. With that confidence on you only, we are sharing these subtle truths. Otherwise, if you misuse, the blame is yours, not mine. मैं अभी clear कर दे रहा हूँ. Isn't it? Because I told you, be normal in the life with others. Only when it is your contemplation seat, try to probe through all these subtler truths. What change you can bring in the Vyavahara is love more, serve more, expect less, be ego less. That's it. ये थोड़े ये बदलाव लाओ. Our inner Vedantic knowledge in our outer life should have these influences, this way influence, not becoming arrogant, not becoming lazy, etc. No, no, no. Not pouncing on others that I am more knower than you, more wiser than you. ये सब नहीं होता. Now, इयं केवलं त्वमहं सा च यथावृत्तम् अखण्डितं ज्ञास्यामः इदम् आश्चर्यं ननु कश्चिदपि इतरः. All this आश्चर्यं, whichever has happened, only we three know, others do not. That's over. Now the next question, very important. प्रबुद्ध लीला उवाच. लीलास प्रश्न. अमुनैव शरीरेण किमर्थं न सागता पतिम् एषा वरेण संप्राप्ता लीला ललितवादिनी. This Leela, other the Viduratha Rajya Raja's Leela, Lalitavadini, how nice when she speaks, includes how nice charactered, how wonderful, how good looking, how great bhakta of yours. That Leela, Amuna eva sharirena, with this Tula Sharira only. Kimartham sa nagata patim. Why didn't she go to the pati? Means that body is there, she is watching it. Of that second Leela. Amuna Sharina Kimartam Nasagata Patim Nasagata. Why didn't she go? Why? Esha Varena Samprapta. Because in front of me only I saw you both were interacting. That when you told her, Ki you are this Pati, I am telling you in advance, as you are thinking that he is not going to win the war and defeat Raja Sindhu. And as शुरू में जब वार किया राजा विदुरथ ने on Sindhu, almost it appeared that he has got मूर्छिता Sindhu. Then this Leela got excited and she says, "Hey mother, देखो मेरा पति जीत रहा है." Then that time Saraswati told, "ये तो ऐसा दिख रहा है तुमको." The niyati, the rule is this, that not only your husband will be defeated, he will be died also. He will go to that Padma Sharira. When Saraswati Mata told this lady, because she has done sufficient upasana, she got a chance to ask for a boon. Then she asked, with the same Sharira, I must go to him, wherever he is. Mother said Tathastu. That this first Leela knows. She was there that time. So she is asking, you have blessed her, so she should have gone with this Sharira only. Why didn't she go? But mind you, the same Sharira is revealed to her, given to her there, so that she can identify with that and the Raja recognizes her. ये सब वो संकल्प शक्ति चित्त शक्ति से anything is possible. So too with the blessings of the evolved people or evolved devatas like Mother Saraswati. कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है. ये वेदांत पढ़ने के बाद ना nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So why didn't she go with this Sharira? Sharira is here only I am saying. Why not this Sharira? The answer is this. Ki Sridevi Vacha, listen carefully, Aprabuddha Diyaha Siddha Lokan Punyavashodhitan Na Samartaha Swadehena Praptum Chaya Ivatapan. So Chaya Atapan. Can the shadow and the light go together? The sunlight and shade? You know, no. Where that sunlight is brightly blazing, you cannot see Chaya there. Where suddenly a Chaya comes because of a cloud or a tree, there the sunlight cannot pierce. सो छाया आतप दोनों कट्टे जैसे नहीं हो सकते इन द सेम वे अप्रबुद्ध धिया whose buddhis are not awakened to the higher truth completely in understanding, in conviction, and also rising their own identity to that subtle ativahika deha on the seat of meditation. Those are called aprabuddha dhiya, whose buddhis have not awakened to the subtler aham jivosmi sthiti or ativahika sthiti. They are called aprabuddhatiya. Such people, siddha lokan, punyavasha uditan. Those siddha lokas, which are otherwise given by lot of punya and upasana tapasya done, na samartaha. They are not capable of swadehena praptum. We swadeha, they cannot reach to that because of lack of their punya, lack of their prabuddhata, awakening. So this Leela has done upasana. Devaraya appeared, but she has not done any of the yoga sadhanas to reach to ativahika sthiti by her own choice. She is blessed by me, therefore she is going. She has not achieved it by her own self. This is a very subtle difference here we have to catch. Like I am blessed by my Guru. So when he blesses me, some things will happen. But that is different from myself achieving. Finally, nobody's blessings work. Ultimately, our own efforts finally take us to the reality. Reality are the higher things. जो दूसरों की कृपा महिमा से होता है ना वो टेम्पररीली होता है when their sankalpa there as long as it is there because their taposhakti itself is not infinite. These are all the subtle truths जो सुनकर हमको घबराहट होती है लेकिन that is the truth है ना. Like when I pray to Mother Lakshmi, I want a richness, so she will bless me tadastu, but that riches is not permanent. She did not bless it for being permanent because I will become old, I have to die. Then how come that richness will be mine? And this money is not valid in another loka. Okay, so aprabuddhadiyaha, those whose buddhis are not awakened to the truth that the subtle ativahika deha is more real than the gross one. For them, in this way, sasharira, going anywhere by their choice is not possible. So aprabuddhadiyaha siddhalokan punyavasha uditan na samartaha swadehena praptum chaya iva atapa. Finally, though, we have to, in our own identity, raise from the subtler, grosser to the subtler. That is by our choice and efforts, and for that, the Devatas will bless us. So, blessing Leela to go to her husband, Sasharira, is different from Leela herself awakening through her knowledge and yoga sadhana. This Leela has awakened. The earlier one did not. But you have blessed her the same Sharira. Yeah, same Sharira I will give her after reaching there, not en route. En route she will go in Ativahika Deha only. Like any Jiva who goes after leaving the body. Okay. Why this is so? Because Adi Sarge cha Niyatihi Sthapite Tivra Bodhivihi. The Tivra Bodhins like that of Brahmadeva and all Adi Sarge in the beginning of the first creation itself, Sthapite Tivra, these rules and regulations were established by them. Now these subtle things please catch. They are very new to you. I know that. That from absolute Brahman standpoint, there is nothing happening. Only Brahman is there, unchanged, untouched. Yet his Maya Shakti, when it is playing, in that play, all these are happening. And when they are happening, all these rules, regulations, every one of them are functional and valid. Like on the screen, absolutely the cinema is not happening. Isn't it? Yet, once the projected cinema is accepted, in that the sequence of the events, the mutual relations, the activities, वो सारा चल रहा है कि नहीं. In the same way, Brahma Adi Devatas, who are the beginners of the Srishti, they made these niyatis, these rules, regulations. That which is the Jiva, who is bound, which is the Jiva through the sadhana, who evolves to the higher levels and gets the higher siddhis, etc. तो जो नहीं करते वो ऑटोमेटिक नहीं होता, जो करते हैं उन्हीं को मिलते हैं शक्तियां. So that's the rule. Therefore, she thinks that with the same body she has gone, but that body is here only. But she has gone there because of my blessings. Blessings came because she is my upasaka. So इसमें कितने चीजें हैं देखो. ब्रह्म विद्या is अलग. Upasana and through that by blessings going to different lokas is different. By one's own yoga sadhana evolving to the other level is different. By punya karma going to punya lokas is different. Tomorrow we are going to study in our Chandogya Upanishad in the Sambandha Bhashya. Then living life wretched without dharma, papa, then invoking the papa yonis or the naraka yonis, that is different. Each one is different. हर एक का same result नहीं होता. You understand? When the Brahma Jnana we are awakened to, aham brahmasmi. और कुछ नहीं देता उसमें. When I do my own Yavanivasana Pranayama and achieve that samyama sthiti of my chitta, then all the siddhis that are mentioned, they come to me. A Vedanti Brahmagnani may not have these siddhis. If he wants, he will have to try again at the Upadhi level. But because they are not used, of no use, so he doesn't do it. That's why the Brahmanubhava Brahmagnanis, you ask them, Mera dukh dur karo, pain dur karo, he will give, say that you are not body. He will not cure your disease because he has not done that, sir. But go to some other yogi, he will just touch and eliminate that roga. He can do that, but he cannot give Brahmagnan. I was so. That's why what you want. And to that guru you have to go to. A Brahmagnani will not cure our roga disease, but that a different siddhi is required. Again, a bhakta can do it. Bhakta can request his Bhagwan, Ishtadevata, after getting that command through his bhakti. है ना? जाते बेगी द्रवोमय भाई. Up to that level, when one reaches, then he can request, hey Bhagwan, थोड़ा इस बंदे को, भगवान इसके चेहरा देखे, his value, they do that work. And Punya Loka is different. Yoga Sadhana Siddhi is different. Vedanta Brahmanubhuti Moksha is different. Then Adharma Papa going to Naraka and Nicha Yonis and getting all the diseased body and problematic people, financial crisis, and staying in a slum place. These are all our Dushkarma Phalas. They are different. Knowing all this is possible to human intellect. And all these knowledges are given in Shastras. And the Gurus are there to teach us. And we are given around 100 years of age to study all of them thoroughly, then decide for us what is ultimate to be achieved and work towards it. But neither we study the Shastras nor we know all these things. And the given 1800 years, with our own delusion, work only for Artha and Kama. We don't understand the other possibilities. दिस मच ऑल्सो डजंट क्लिक टू अस कि 70-50 साल मेहनत करके जो मैंने 2 करोड़ बैंक में डाला, द मदर सरस्वती का उपासना करो, शी विल गिव यू 10 करोड़. बट यू हैव टू हैव दैट टाइप ऑफ उपासना एंड भक्ति टू हर. चप्पड़ पाड़ के देगी वो. वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड एक्सेप्ट देम. ऑल द सिद्धीज बाय ईश्वर कृपा दे विल कम. See, for example, I told you this yesterday. कि if I have reached to my आतिवाहिक स्थिति, देन करोड़ों रुपए लगा के लाखों करोड़ों फ्लाइट्स में इधर उधर घूम के ये छोड़ा जगह देखने की मेरी जरूरत नहीं है. I just every night leave my body here in the आतिवाहिक देहा. I can go to any country and watch and come. That possibility is there. No passport, no visa requirement is there. It's a yoga sthiti. It is there. Nobody is studying it. Nobody is doing their research on that. That doesn't mean it is not there. That's how many yogis seated in their own place travel into different places and answer to the problems, those who have in problems, help them. ये चल ही रहा है जैसे स्थूल में चलता है वैसे सूक्ष्म में भी. अब कितने सारे सीक्रेट्स है देखो इस चैप्टर में. आई एम ऑल्सो फीलिंग फ्री बिकॉज आई गॉट द अथॉरिटी टू डिस्कस ऑफ द शास्त्र. ठीक है. सो आदि सर्गे च नियत ही स्थापिते तीव्र बोधिभिः यथा सत्यम अलीकेन न मिलत्येव किंचन. तो सत्यम द रियलिटी अलीकेन विथ अनरियल as it cannot mix together. The truth and untruth cannot go together. In the same way, what is the niyati that is set by the adi sarga, that rule that continues, nobody can edit them. That आपको योग साधना करके ही आतिवाहिक स्थिति को अपने चॉइस से पाकर anywhere you want you can go. And in that we have already covered this topic some 10-15 sargas back, that these yogis dissolve their sthula sharira here in Panchamahabhutas and they are in the Ativahika sthiti. They go to some lakhs and crores of kilometers anywhere in a second's time and there again they manifest their sthula sharira and they work through like Star Trek ki tarah. You know that? All that is there. Otherwise, how do you imagine that the Lord takes avatar and comes and he puts his hand on the head of the bhakta. आप देखते हो ना भक्त को भगवान ने अनुग्रह किया, कहाँ वैकुंठ लेके कहाँ इधर है, तो आ गए भगवान, टच भी किया, he also touched. So to our yogis and gurus, actually बात क्या है ना, if it clicks to you, I don't know whether I am able to communicate or not. This stula which we are taking to be real and are confused and worried and stuck with wonderment when we are listening about sukshma, actually this is not real, that is real. हम स्थूल को रियल मानने के कारण सूक्ष्म के प्रति हमारा आश्चर्य हो रहा है. एक्चुअली सूक्ष्म इज मोर रियल देन द स्थूल, बट वी आर कॉट अप हियर, वी आर लॉस्ट इन इट, है ना. Like someone who takes bribe every day. Suddenly, if he listens about another fellow, 35 years he is serving that post equal to him, not even one day he took bribe. इसको आश्चर्य लगता है, क्या ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? अरे क्या है यार, दैट इज रियल. दैट व्हेन यू आर गिवन सैलरी, दैट शुड बी एनफ. व्हाइल वर्किंग यू शुड नॉट टेक द ब्रेक. वो फैक्ट है वो, नॉट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. बट दिस फेलो इज सो हैबिचुएटेड, उसको लगता है ये सहज है. Taking bribe is sahaja. Therefore, if somebody doesn't take, it is asahaja. Everything. Somebody is so loving and kind and forgiving and calm, quiet. This fellow says, how can he be loving to that his enemy like people? How is so calm, quiet when they are shouting at him? And how he himself taking initiative and helping? ऐसा कैसा कर रहा है? अरे भाई, as a human, that is sahaja guna. You have become selfish and arrogant and angry, and you become habituated to that. For you, it appears that this is real. देखो. So, Leela, why didn't she go with this same Stula Sharira? It is left here, even though you have blessed her, because she has not done her own sadhana of purification and reaching to higher level. And if that is not done, even our blessings also don't that way work. Rather, we don't even bless. That is what is Niyati. And Niyati is functioning is such that the Satya and Anruta, as they don't go together, so too something contradictory to the Niyati established by the creators, the Brahmadi Devatas, the contradiction to that never happens. Okay? This is what it is. And those Brahmadi Devatas only sometimes, some exceptions they do, if required. आदिसर्गे च नियतिः स्थापिते तीव्रबोधिभिः यथा सत्यमलीकेन न मिलत्येव किंचन. This is now the next question is what? Ki, then why the Ativahikata is not realized by us? Why we are at the Adibhautika level taking as this as reality? Answer is so powerful. That question is answered. Yavad vetala sankalpaha balasya kila vidyate nirvetala diyastavat udayah tasya kaha katham. See, in that child's mind, that Betala or the demon or whatever that thing he has seen, it is seen, it is true, it is real. He came to me, he shook his hands, he danced, he looked at me with that fierce eyes. In this way, in his buddhi, we attend to that this is real. When it is there, is anybody in the world can prove to him that Betala is not there, because उसके बुद्धि में वो conviction है. In the same way, we all are convinced about the Stuladi Upadhis to be real. So ourselves considering Stuladi are real is like the child considering that Vetala is real. उसके बुद्धि में वो घुस गया वो कीड़ा. Now when you have projected something and took that as real, convinced about it, you will not, nobody goes against his own convictions. We live our own convictions. And unfortunately, they're all negative and bad. That's why we suffer and we trouble others too. It's okay. That's another topic here. Somewhere else, some other time we'll discuss. But the fact is what? अब इसके दिमाग में बेताल है तो उसको कोई भी उसको निकाल नहीं सकता. So too in so many examples that boy and girl fall into infatuation. वो कहती है मैं इसके बिना मर जाऊंगी, ये भी कहता है मैं उसके बिना मर जाऊंगा. It is such a funny thing. Is it not only in the mind that Kida is there? Otherwise, where is she is born? Where he is born? नथिंग इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट एंड यू विल सी इतना लड़ाई झगड़ा करके वो माँ बाप को छोड़कर कहीं रजिस्ट्री मैरिज कर भी ले. हाउ लॉन्ग दे लव ईच अदर? यू कैनॉट लव एनीबडी in this life permanently. Your priorities will change after 10-12 साल. When they have 2-3 children, he cannot love her or she cannot love him the same way at the time of marriage जैसा था. Because she has to take care of children also. बोलो. But that is a, see that infatuation. And at that time, mother, father tell जितना भी बोले, है ना, कि यार he is not our clan or kula. वो तो तुम्हें कन्वर्ट करके तुमको अपने धर्म को सत्यानाश करने के लिए दे आर डूइंग ऑल दिस नॉनसेंस ऑफ लव जिहाद. यू टेल हर दैट गर्ल हाउ मच एवर, उसका दिमाग कैसे भूत प्रेत चढ़ जाता है. लाइक द कन्वर्टेड हिंदू इंटू क्रिश्चियन. You try to tell him, "Are the eternal is our shastras, our devatas, gurus." वो डरता सुनेगा नहीं, उसके अंदर भूत बेताल चढ़ा दिया उन लोगों ने, उसके अंदर भूत प्रेत आ गया बस. For that life is gone. He'll have to die to be born as Hindu again. हाँ. Examples are plenty. Each of us have our own strong notions which we don't want to give up. Point one. Point two is more important. Ki, even though each one have our own different notions, the common notion that the body is real, the outer world is real, all of us are carrying. That which we are not able to give up. That's why the Ativahika Siddhi we are not achieving. That's the question, that's the answer. बेताल सत्य है करके उस चाइल्ड के दिमाग में है, तो अरे बेताल सत्य नहीं है, यू कैन नॉट रिमूव. इन द सेम वे स्थूल देह सत्य है, जगत सत्य है, एक कीड़ा हमारे अंदर बैठ गया. हाउ वी डू द व्यवहार, है ना, वी डू व्यवहार बिकॉज द व्यवहार इज हैपनिंग, देयरफॉर इट इज सत्य. वी थिंक इज रॉन्ग वे. Actual way is what? Because we thought it is real, therefore the vyavahara is happening. But you cannot catch that subtlety. Because we thought it, therefore it is appearing. It's not the other way that the I am interacting, evidence is coming, therefore it is real. हम उधर से देखने लगते हैं, है ना. That is the point of moha, maya, ajnana, avidya, which is unfathomable. Only upasana karte raho, mama maya duratya mameva pravat. Like in the case of the infatuated children. You tell them, then they have all cross discussion. They say, no, भगवान ही हमको मिलाना चाहते हैं, आप ही हमको बिछड़ा रहे हैं. They talk all philosophy. These converted Christians, stupid fellow also. No, 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 Bhagwan only sent me here. This way is my realizational path. I have to follow it. He will tell you so many things that तुम्हारा दिमाग फंस है. इसलिए never interact with them. आपके faith को सत्यानाश करते हो लोग. Terrible is their logic and terrible is their all the talkings. वेताल काम करता है अंदर बैठ के. This is so funny. That use what I am telling is not new to you. When you talk to your wife or husband or children, how many times we passed in convincing them? One or two times. Meeta remaining 99 we failed only because they have their own bhuta. So to you and I also have our own bhuta, because of which we don't listen and get convinced what is said by others. Proof is this. How many times Guru told we are Brahman? क्या स्वीकार किया हमें? पहले क्लास में स्वीकार किया होता, 5-6 साल से एवरीडे 4-5 क्लासेस सुनने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती. But we have our own bhuta that I am Sharira only. I am this world alone is real. Then what can the gurus do? Every time they teach us and they go. That's it. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं दिस डिस्कशन? थोड़ा सा. सो यावत वेताल संकल्प बालस्य किल विद्यते. तुम लोग पकड़ के रखे हो वेताल सत्य है. निर्वेताल दिय तावद उदय तस्य कह कथम. Then how can he listen and understand opposite to what he is convinced? He himself will have to think from within and rise above. On outside, people cannot tell. They can only give data. With the data given by and taken from others, with the faith in that, when that child inquires, then he will understand that his conviction is wrong. Then he can rise above it. So too, when the gurus give the data that Stulata is the Mithya, the Sukshma is more real. So you are basically Adivahika Jiva, not the Stula Sharira. When gurus give this data, Receiving it when we contemplate, understand, get the positive, this conviction, then the wrong conviction goes away. खुद को करना है. What is the point here of giving the child's example is the child, as long as the child like stage, he will still consider Vedana to be real. वो 10-12 साल होने के बाद when he matures, then he starts thinking, then he comes out. That is the age maturity. In life is a spiritual maturity. Then when you keep on listening and contemplating, then the maturity comes to withdraw or drop the wrong convictions of the earlier time and come to the right conviction. Then we have to still do this sadhanas to reach to that ativahika sthiti. So this is the discussion about chidakasha, then ativahikata and stulata, the difference between them. And everything is happening in the ativahika stulata. In chidakasha, nothing happens. It is pure chit swarupa, sarvavyapaka, sarvadishta. Ajam samyam advayam, etc. etc. Okay. Then the next one, same thing. Aviveka jvara ushnatvam vidyate yavad atmani. In our intellect, a terrible fever born out of aviveka is there. So long as that is there, tavad viveka shitamshu saityam kuta udyati alam. The sufficient arrival of the viveka named cool breeze of sun moonlight, how will it come in it? Then अविवेक ज्वरा हमारे अंदर है तो विवेक की शीतलता हम आने नहीं देते. So this is again our mistake. So what here Mother Saraswati is pointing out is your questions are as if you are questioning somebody else, objecting somebody else. I am diverting your questions in such a way that the person to be questioned is you. The person to be taken action is you. मुझे पूछने वाली नहीं बात. स्वामी जी मैं कैसे क्यों बेवकूफ हूँ? अरे how are you asking me? I have to ask you. And I don't ask because I know. Isn't it? If somebody comes and asks, कैसे इतना बुद्धू हूँ स्वामी जी मैं? है ना? Is it आश्चर्य to me? हर दिन वही तो देख रहा हूँ मैं. You answer. Here also, spirituality means going deep into ourselves and see what mistakes are happening, rectifying them. For this achievement, any helps that are required, we take it either from God or Guru or Shastra. But operation मुझे मेरे अंदर करना है ना? Here the steps you can see. Replace the viveka by viveka. Then replace the ajnana by the jnana. Then replace the samsaric jivana with the sadhana. Then we will replace our adibhautika satyata to we come to the reality of ativahika satyata. Even the ativahika also is not real. Kevala adhisthana brahman alone is real. So 2-3 more are there. Let us study them tomorrow. We will try to see this sarga. So we are trying to understand what our assistant is saying, and only we are listening the class, which is only 5-10%, not sufficient. ये डेटा लेकर कॉन्टेम्पलेट करके बातों को समझकर अपने ही ध्यान में इन सबको वेरीफाई करना. These are all called sadhanas. But when we are able to do them, we are evolving in the evolution. The lower problems dissolve permanently. नहीं तो इधर ही दम घुट के हर जन्म में मरते रहेंगे. Every life I am body, I am senses, and this world is real, and I have to get the things from the world, and I won't get, and I get disappointed. I hate people, I attach to the people. Same jamila. Like every day when we wake up, same nonsense we are doing. Instead of that, rise to these higher knowledges, theoretical, then also practical, then also experiential. ओम पूर्णमदः बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. धन्यवाद. बाकी कल